I'm Monica Hollins.
I'm Lauren Brown.
I have about 25 years building community with both private and government entities.
And for more than 15 years, I've been creating events and experiences from corporate gatherings with 5,000 to 6,000 people to neighborhood events through HOAs and lifestyle.
About 15 years in HOA management, starting as a lifestyle director and moving to a community manager. But the entire time really focusing on building that community all the way through.
I'm currently the program director for a leading developer in Idaho.
I started my own company, Outside the Box Consulting. That's where I really work with developers on one end to make sure that we're building amenities that are intentional and that are going to be activated. And then on the flip side, I work with HOA management companies and I train lifestyle directors. And I have to say that's one of my favorite things I get to do.
I really just truly believe that lifestyle is the heartbeat of a community, and I'm really excited that I get to do that day in and day out, and I'm excited to chat about it with you and all of our lifestyle friends.
Welcome to Lifestyle Unplugged with Monica
and Lauren.
We are so excited to join you guys, and we appreciate you turning us on, actually. That sounded kind of bad, but you know, that is
listening to us.
Listening to us. Anywho, on another subject, how's your week going?
I have had such a busy week, Monica. It's been crazy. Personal life. My daughter started pre-K this week. Mm-hmm. So that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
But more importantly, my puppy started boot camp. So
puppy boot camp. Yes. I love it.
So I don't know if I've talked about Biscuit or not.
I feel like we have, but I don't know if it's just because you and I have spoke about Biscuit.
And you guys, Biscuit is like running my life. So running, not ruining yet. Running my life.
Not yet.
So she is a Jack Russell Terrier, and she is about to be 6 months old. We got her in May.
Hold on. She's not, time out. She's not just a Jack Russell. She's a long-haired Jack Russell.
Oh, yeah. She's a broken coat. So she's like got permanent bedhead.
So cute. Like a little Fraggle Rock. She's
yes.
so cute.
I love Fraggle Rock, too.
Me too. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
So, I mean, she's adorable. She is cute, and she knows it, and she does so many naughty things. So, like, I'm a dog person. I knew what I was getting into. Yeah. I've had Jack Russells. I have healers. I have like the high energy working dogs. But this dog has done more damage in her 4 months than all of my dogs combined.
Whoa.
Like she's a terrorist, a Jack Russell terrorist. So I just want to share, I'm going to start sharing Biscuit stories with you guys because I have tons of them. But my first one.
You need an outlet.
I do need an outlet. Yes. And I just want you guys, I want somebody on this journey with me because she's insane but it's hilarious and she's cute.
Fair warning.
Yes. So I was getting ready the other day and I heard this noise in the bedroom and I was like, what is that? And I go and I look under the bed, didn't see anything. And I was like, okay, I don't know. Maybe it was something outside. Keep getting ready. And I hear it again. So I go and it's coming from under the bed. So I look under the bed. Monica, I see these little footprints walking. She was inside my box spring.
What?
She was inside it. And at that time, I didn't know how she got in there. I was like, how am I going to get her out of this thing? She had made a teeny tiny hole like at the foot of the bed and just like got in there and was just like making herself at home in there.
Was this before or after boot camp? Because it sounds like she was doing the army crawl through your bed.
They taught her the army crawl. Oh no. This is one of the many reasons I called them and I was like, take my money, help me. I thought I knew what I was doing, but I don't.
Oh, little Biscuit.
Anyway, Biscuit. She's
okay,
cute,
so
though.
You have a couple other dogs. You got to explain the names, why you named your dog Biscuit.
Okay.
I love biscuits, just to go on record. They're delicious. But I don't think that's the whole reason you named her.
Oh, yes. She's not named after the food biscuit. So I had a blue healer. We actually lost him a few weeks ago, but a blue healer and a red healer. So if you guys are Bluey fans, you know what I'm talking about. Like we were the Bluey family. Cody was 14 years old, so he was our older guy. But in Bluey, the dad's always like, biscuits when something goes wrong. And so that's how she got her name. But how perfect is that for her little personality? It's like, oh, Biscuit.
I think you kind of made it that way, right?
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy for
it
sure.
is. That's kind of where I was going. Like, it's like, yeah, you gonna have some responsibility in that.
Yeah, but it's cute. And she's, I mean, the timing was perfect. Like getting her in the family, and then the loss of our other dog. It's just, she keeps us moving and grooving and on our toes. Yeah. How's your week?
Spicy one. Well, I don't know. Interesting. So 14-year-old daughter has a cell phone. And so I have this software that alerts me if she searches anything dangerous. The reason is she's not a terrorist or anything, but the reason but the whole reason I have it is basically for time. Like I can say, you get 2 hours today and that's it. When it's done, I don't have to monitor it, but it will send me anything that seems like I should be aware. And normally it's just like silly stuff. And I'm like, why are you sending this to me? Like, we're fine. Well, I got an alert the other day and it says that she looked up how to catch a knife. And I was like,
definitely need to know more about that.
And I was like, do I care in a way? Like, I feel that she would be smart enough to step away from the knife.
Right.
We just don't catch a knife. And so do I talk to her about it and share that we just don't bother, step away? I really don't, because I want her to be able to cruise the internet in peace and not feel like I'm constantly hawking over her.
Right.
And so I decided not to. And I decided that I was going to look up how to catch a knife, because now I'm kind of curious. And so I look it up. And shockingly, it doesn't tell you how to catch a knife. It's actually a singer's record name, How to Catch a Knife. Which makes a lot of sense. Because my daughter loves music. She finds these new artists all the time.
Oh my gosh, that's
so
funny.
It makes sense. But then I started thinking, that is a great way if you want moms across the country to look at your music and listen. Because when I found that, I then pressed it. And then I started listening to the music and I was like, oh, this is good. And I was like, how many more parents could you get, or listeners, from a really catchy, like How I Killed My Neighbor or whatever, right? If you saw that on your kids, like, notice, watch
you
out
would
this,
look into that.
And then you go to it and then it's a Stevie Wonder album or something. And you're like, yeah, this is actually really good. Wouldn't have found this CD, or, oh my gosh, I dated myself. This album. Found this album. Don't pretend you don't know. But yeah, so I was like, that actually can be very clever marketing for all those of us that are,
So you're saying this podcast episode should be How to Catch a Knife?
I think so. I think we need to be more creative with our names.
How not to kill your residents.
Yeah. Or I think it needs to be like more dangerous sounding. Because I mean, hers is How to Catch a Knife. Like, I am concerned.
Right.
That you are going to try to catch a knife.
Right.
That doesn't end well. Like, it doesn't. So it has to be like How to Catch My Neighbor Jumping Off the Building or something. I don't know. Something crazy that you're just like, that doesn't work. Like, you just need to step out of the way, convince them not to jump. Like,
call 911.
Call 911.
Let's go back to that. Let's call 911.
Yes. Let's do that instead. So anyways, and then my like big mom fail.
No.
I'm trying to get over this, but my daughter is in marching band in high school. And I don't know about Idaho because it wasn't this crazy when I lived in Oregon. Granted, it was a long time ago, but in Texas, because football is big, marching band is big, and it is insane. So she's has her first football game that they're performing at tonight. And because she plays in the front ensemble, which is the instruments right up front, they don't have to march. They just play these big instruments. Anywho, they don't wear the hats that cover their head.
No.
So I don't know who decided this, but if you're a girl, you braid your hair in two double Dutch braids.
Mm.
Do you follow me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I can do a double Dutch braid on my head, but I can only do French braids for other people because I think it's the opposite. Like, because
Right.
I'm,
It's the how you turn
yes,
your hands. Yeah.
yes. And so I told my daughter, I got this. I
Oh no.
got you. And so she was like, okay. Because they're like, they're going to have braiding parties. And my daughter does not like people touching her hair. She's
Mm.
just like, she's not that kind of girly girl where she's
Yeah.
like, play with my hair. She's like, get your hands out of my hair. So
Mm.
I was like, I
Mhm.
got you. Go take a shower, wash it, and we'll get it going. I forgot the first step of my daughter's hair after, I don't know, 45 minutes of trying and watching tutorials that I I was supposed to straighten her hair because she has super curly hair. And so
Whoops.
every time I felt like I was getting on a roll, I get stuck because her hair just like bound up. So I was like, all right. And she's like falling asleep because it was
Oh.
late because
Oh.
whatever. And so I was like, you know what? Let me just straighten your hair and then we'll get it in the morning. I'll be able to whip it together in the morning. All good. And she's like, okay, mom. So goes to bed. We wake up and I start on this good head of hair, right? It's all
Mm-hmm.
straight. It's ready to be braided. Lauren, I could not figure it out. I
Oh.
think I was probably overthinking it,
Mm-hmm.
instead of just like, because I can do a regular braid in the way a Dutch braid is supposed to go. But once I get
Right.
up on top of the head and I start
It's
pulling
just
that,
like you
I
need more
start
fingers
overthinking.
almost.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I start overthinking it. Daughter ended up having to go to school with a bun.
Oh
I
no.
totally failed her. I
Oh
felt
no.
so bad. I'm sorry. And my husband's trying to learn like on the fly.
Oh
And
my
he's like
God.
watching the video. I'm like, you want to try? He's like, no, I think you do better than me right now. I'm on the struggle
No.
bus. Yeah. So she had to go.
So will somebody
So
else braid it for her, or is she
yes,
just
someone's
rocking the
gonna
bun?
have no, someone's gonna have to braid that hair, and she's just gonna have to be okay with someone else touching her
Touching
head.
her hair. Oh
Yeah.
no.
So yeah, I felt great. I feel like I need to go to a Dutch braid boot camp
Yeah.
because yeah, I can't let that happen again.
Honestly, there should just be like mom boot camp for all the things that we have to figure out to
Seriously.
do, or a lifestyle
Yeah.
director boot camp. That'd be cool
Yes.
too.
We got that. We can take care of that in a hot second. So that was my mom failed today.
I stayed up late on a school night last night. My husband and I
What?
went to go see Toto and Christopher Cross.
Christopher Cross.
Yes, it was so
Love it.
fun. It was an entertaining crowd. I was the youngest person there.
Doesn't that make you feel good?
Yes.
You
But
still
there, I
got
mean,
it.
it was so fun and relaxing because it's cooled off and there was like this nice little breeze. The stars were out. It was an outdoor amphitheater and it just got me ready for fall. I'm ready for fall now.
I am. I'm tired of the heat.
Yeah. What's your weather
Yeah.
this week? Is it hot there still?
Well, this is kind of funny. Yeah, it's 100 degrees today.
Ew.
And they had mentioned um, earlier in the week that we might get storms today. And
Mm.
so the band director thought it was going to be a little cooler.
Mm-hmm.
And so normally they don't wear their full band get up
Mm.
when it's hot. But he's like, we're going to wear the full band get up because it should be cool. I
Mm.
think at best it will be 90 tonight.
Oof. And then humid if it's been raining.
Mhm.
Well, you're in Texas. Is it humid there all the
Yeah.
time?
Not all the time, but so anywho. But
Oh,
Taylor Swift, wait, time out. She's engaged. I am
know.
so excited. Like, I'm not even a typical Swiftie.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, who wouldn't be happy for her?
I love them together. I think they're
I
so
know.
freaking cute. And
They are. I love the people that think that it's just like one big
PR.
organized PR thing. I'm like, guys, you're just jealous.
Seriously. Yeah.
It's so cute. I'm happy for them.
So cute.
I'm just happy for anybody that's in love. Like, good for you. Like, and that was some
Thank
of like
you.
last night, like watching these older couples just relive
Mhm.
their youth. It just melted my heart. I loved it so much.
I love it too. I like to say I like older people. Like when they're, I mean, I like all older people.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's so inspiring to watch people when they
Mm-hmm.
get older and how they live life and
Mm-hmm.
embrace life because
Mhm.
they are so much more secure in who they are than
Yep.
they are when they're younger. I think that's kind of all of us.
Mhm.
But it's kind of funny because now I'm starting to get up there in like 55
Not.
and older communities. I told my husband this the other day. I'm like, in 2 years, honey, we'll qualify. As his wife, we'll qualify. I was like,
Right.
that's kind of crazy to me that we're
But they're
actually
like living their
there.
best lives in these 55 and up communities. I
100.
love my 55 and up communities.
Yeah, I would love to live in a 55 and older community.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that it's so close that I could is kind of the
Well,
daunting
yeah.
thing.
And so many people, like, that's just like, I would say such a good chunk of the job as a lifestyle director for a 55 and up community because these people come in and they are not ready to admit that they belong there. And so I'm not even kidding. Every single conversation with the residents is like, well, I'm not one of the old people. And of course not. You're not like them. But I mean, dude, you're all the same age.
Well, you know what? You actually bring up a really good point is that I think, and maybe because I'm just older and I'm closer to it, but 55 and older used to
Hmm.
seem to me like
Old.
almost end of life. Like,
Oh my god.
do you know? I
No.
mean, no,
Yeah.
like I'm just saying, like it just seemed like grandma and
Mhm.
grandpa. Like it just
Right.
seemed like a much older
Mhm.
demographic. And what we're actually even seeing in studies is that it's really like if you want to market to 55 and older, you're marketing to essentially people who just turned 55, but they
Exactly.
act 35. They have a much younger mentality. They're a lot more active and engaged. And so you can't say, well, we're going to do, bingo, which you can't do in a lot of states legally, but we're not,
Mhm.
anyhow,
Whole nother topic.
that's a whole nother topic. So we won't
Yep.
get into it, but it's just kind of interesting because what you used to be able to do.
Well, you got to pivot and move like with and that all goes back to like engaging with your residents to see what they want. Like we're like in our 55 and ups like we're pickleball 101. Like we
Yes.
have that and pickleball camps or group fitness classes or we do like
Yeah.
group hikes out into the foothills. Like
They're
they want to
very
be
active.
moving. Yes.
Yes.
But they also still want their events with the food. Love
Well, who,
potlucks.
like, time out. Who doesn't?
I mean, I know. We all.
I mean, you have food at an event and people are coming.
Oh my gosh. I love the promptness of 55 and up too because like you plan an event and like you have a vendor, like you've got to be pretty clear with them like, hey, these people are going to not just be on time, they're going to be early and you have to be
Mm-hmm.
ready. Like I know I'm saying it goes from 5 to 7. They're all going to be there at 4:45 ready to eat dinner. So like
Yep.
if you're a food truck or a caterer or whatever you are, like you need to be ready at 4:30 and you
Mm-hmm.
need to be ready to serve all of them immediately because
So
I mean
true.
that's everything. We even have like a produce vendor that comes and does like a pop-up farmers
Mm-hmm.
market in the clubhouse for him. And like we set it for a few hours, but he tells me he's like they come and they're done in 30 minutes. He's like we don't I could do like 10 of these communities in a day because these people are on
They're
time.
punctual.
They are punctual and they've got other things planned.
I love it. They have fun things planned.
Yeah.
They
If
have
you're doing
fun
your
things
job right.
planned. Yes. Well, I mean, typically, who we're speaking to,
It's fun.
they have fun things planned. But even, I don't know, I just see 55 and older. They just engage in a different
Mhm.
way. They're
Mhm.
very active, and a lot of them don't take themselves too serious,
Right.
which it's kind of funny. I went to this 55 and older community um, in south of Austin, and
Mhm.
it was for ULI. And we went in and we had a tour, and the residents there were hysterical. As we're getting in this tour, it was kind of rainy.
Mhm.
They had this like fitness room that you could has with glass and stuff. And so
Mhm.
you could, and all these residents are working out, and then they see us walking around. They all start acting crazy, like I mean, just silliness. You're looking at them, and you're like, I want to live here. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if this is how cool the residents are, if they're
Mm-hmm.
just silly and not taking themselves serious, like, I want to live here.
Yeah.
And so you think of that, like, I don't know if they do that with people their own age as they get toured through, but I wouldn't doubt it.
No, they do. So, like,
Yeah.
I would say some of our best salespeople in our 55 and up are the residents. And, like, it's just
Yeah.
so cute to me because if they see someone doing a tour, they take it upon themselves to be like, oh my gosh, let me introduce you to this person. Let me show you this. And then we do this game. And, like, then they take over the tour from our sales team. These people love it. And then they
Yeah.
move in. And the next thing you know, they're given the next tour.
I just
I
love
even see them
that.
bringing like their friends in and just like, you need to move here. The house down the street is still available. You better get in quick. So I love them. I just
I
adore
will
them.
say there is no better way of selling a community besides the residents. You can do
Right.
all the marketing in the world, but
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have resident testimonials, if you don't have a place where residents can engage organically with
Mm-hmm.
prospects, you're
Mm-hmm.
missing the mark.
Yep.
We used to, one of my developers I work with, we'd had these like hubs
Mm-hmm.
and they were in the clubhouse and coffee and snacks and stuff that you could get. And residents would come and they would, work remotely there, have coffee,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And I remember touring a couple through. I happened to be visiting the site. And so I was telling them, I'm like, our residents really love it here. You may even have a resident stop us. I wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Yada, yada, yada. So I'm kind of talking about the community, selling it. And we're getting ready to go out the door. And a resident comes through the door and he could tell I'm touring someone. And he's
Right.
like, hey, you thinking about living here? This place is the best. And this is the best team. And he just goes like on and on and on. And they look at me. I'm like, I promise I did not pay him. I did not. This is all organic. I did not put him up to it. But it sells the community because they
Yeah.
have firsthand,
Mm-hmm.
referral
Yeah.
that it's not me trying to sell them something when I'm not the one living next door, right?
Right. Yeah.
I have a different understanding. So I
And I
love
have
that.
like one resident. I just love it. Like she has made her own business cards.
What?
And it's just like her picture and her phone number. So if she sees someone, she's like, call me, ask questions. I'll bring you as a guest to one of these events, or when you move in, I will show you around. I'm just like,
Oh my
do you
goodness. I
work
love
here?
that.
Like, I mean, it's just,
Okay.
I love it.
Okay. I love that. But it just
Mm-hmm.
made me think of that movie. Her husband had passed away. She has cancer. And so she moves into this 55 and older community.
Mm-hmm.
And they have like, this does not sound familiar.
Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness. They have this where as soon as she moves in, she has like all these people show up and and someone's pointing out, they're like, that's a social committee. That's a neighborhood welcoming committee.
Oh my gosh.
And it is
What
so
is this? I need to watch it.
funny. Oh my gosh, hold on. The lady's name is on the tip of my tongue, but it is
Well,
such a great movie.
as we're like talking about recommended TV movies and stuff
Yep.
for lifestyle directors, you guys have to watch Man on the Inside. If you have not watched that, especially if you work in the 55 and up, I love it so much
It
because
is so good.
it's so good. Just like it's just gives you the warm and fuzzies, and just go watch it. And I also
It
want to see
is
whatever movie you're trying to look up. So cute.
Yeah.
And there's the second season coming, so I love it.
Is it coming up?
I don't know when it's coming. They have committed to a second season.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, it's a really cute movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have to figure out this next and why it's just gonna drive me crazy. Anywho, well, this is who it is. And then
Queen Bees?
I'll fill it in. Is it Queen Bees?
Queen Bees?
Maybe. Let me see.
Movie featuring a woman moving to a senior community is Queen Bees. Came out in 2021.
Yes, that's it.
All right. Queen Bees, everybody. That's our homework. Let's watch it.
Oh my gosh. It is hysterical.
They should make a movie, like a lifestyle director movie. Are we listening to it?
Oh, sorry. I was making sure it's the same one. I think this might be a different one. Yeah, I think this is a different one. How many are there? Well,
this
then
one
again,
came out in 2021.
I know, but it doesn't look like the same actress. I'm trying to. think of the actress. She's
Queen Bees. Okay. Well,
well, to be continued, but Queen Bees does look good. And so our movie recommendation, though we haven't watched it,
oh,
is
you haven't watched it?
not that one. That's a different actress.
Okay. Oh,
Diane
there's a cat.
Keaton. Diane Keaton. That's the name. Diane Keaton is in it. Hold on. Diane Keaton
2021.
movies. It's called Palms.
Palms?
POMS. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Palms. 2019.
Okay. So we have two movies to watch. Queen Bee that
And
came out in
Palms.
2021. Palms that came
Yep.
out in 2019. And then Man on the Inside, which is a series that came out this year,
One
last year.
series. Yeah. One series and two movies. Don't say that we never told you anything. Like,
And if
this
it's
is-
terrible, like it's sorry.
Palms is not terrible. If you're in
Palms.
HOA,
I'm writing this down right
it
now.
is funny. It is right on the money. Okay, thank you. Let's talk about kind of seasonal events since we're officially in September,
Well, yes.
which is crazy to
Yeah.
think we're officially in September.
What a breath of fresh air, though. Like summer. Although summer's been weird in Idaho. I was
Yeah.
wearing a sweatshirt on the 4th of July.
Yeah, I guess that is kind of weird.
It was, yeah, it's usually 100 plus degrees and everything's on fire.
On the 4th of July, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's-
The Northwest
Anyway.
has been kind of sketch, but with weather. So
Yes. Halloween.
let's go through some different, Halloween or harvest days, depending
days.
on your community and where you are in the
Mhm.
country.
Yeah.
You can pivot back and forth on what do you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like a favorite Halloween tradition in communities that you like to see?
Yes. Well, I have so many. I just love this season. This
I
is
do
my
too. It's a
this is
great
my time to
season.
shine. It's so many of us probably shine in this season, let's be honest. I mean, personally, Halloween's my favorite holiday, so there's that whole element to it. But in our communities, one of the things we like to do, so we work with a local pumpkin farm,
Mm-hmm.
and they load up their little pumpkin trailer and they bring it to us.
I love that.
So it's like bringing the pumpkin patch to them, and then we'll have like ciders and like fall activities and do things like that. And it's kind of the way we kick off the season because everyone needs their pumpkins to decorate. So we do that. We do cooking classes for like fall soups and things like that to
and
get everybody
getting ready for Thanksgiving and yes, love it.
And there's always the taste testing and all of that. Gosh, trunk or treating.
Yes. That's
Movie nights.
Movie nights.
Are
So,
we Hocus
go ahead.
Pocus?
Oh, yes. That's a great movie. You know, I had I saw a director that did the cutest little Hocus Pocus theme night.
Mhm.
They all got in their golf carts and all dressed up as like Hocus Pocus.
Love this.
And drove through the community to the Hocus Pocus movie. Can you imagine seeing like all these witches on golf carts?
Oh my gosh, it's like
going
Witch's
through?
Night and Hocus
Isn't
Pocus.
it cute?
I love
Super
it.
cute. Yeah,
I'm
but
doing Hocus Pocus next month in one of my communities. So at
Now
our
you
new
need to do the
amphitheater
Hocus
that I have to tell you about.
Oh.
I'll tell you about it later when we get to our
Okay,
tips.
okay, gotcha. So a couple of my favorite things I love and is I love costume contests because it is amazing to see all ages dressed up. And how serious some people take it, which that they make me happy. When they go all out, I'm like, you are a lifestyle director's dream.
They have become one with their yes.
And then when their whole family dresses up as a different characters, like, thank you for showing up and showing out. Like that just makes my heart so happy. I get so much joy out of that. And then if you can do it right, and former lifestyle director I worked with, Dylan, amazing, down at Shearwater in Florida, would build a haunted house. He would get a tent, like a large, white tent, and then he would create the haunted house within the tent.
That's so fun.
It was amazing. I got to be there one year, and it was so much fun. My daughter got to be an actress, during
I
it.
want to do this. I want to go to one.
No,
That's so cool.
it's so much fun. And it's funny because we had a brand new manager at the time, and him and I decided to walk through it together. And literally, I had met him maybe for 5 hours, right? I really didn't know him. So we enter it together. We're going through. My daughter scared the mess out of me. I about jumped in his arms. No joke. I about jumped right up in his arms. And I'm thinking, my daughter of all people scared the mess out of me. So yeah, so I think of that all the time because it was quite
I love that.
comical after
I
I got
love
over
that.
the pure terror.
The
But
panic.
so
That's
I love
amazing.
that. I also love when we have ciders come out. I love a good cider. I love animals like the doggy pet parades.
Okay, yes, the dog costume parades. I just love. I live for that.
Adorable.
It's my favorite.
My talking about dogs, my dog's favorite holiday is Halloween. Like
Just like Halloween.
this is how I know this. No. So when he was a pup, we
Mhm.
live in a community that, I mean, there used to be a saying, and I don't know if this is politically correct, so sorry, but you could swing a cat and hit a realtor, right? Because there were so many realtors, like whatever. You could swing a cat and hit like kids everywhere because there was like more kids. If they wanted to take over the neighborhood, they could all revolt and take us down, right? So it's very active during Halloween. And my dog, when he was a pup, got out the first Halloween and he started running wild all over the neighborhood.
Gosh.
And this is before he was trained to hear us and return. So
Right.
he's just all over
Living
the
his best
neighborhood.
life.
Yes. Scaring the mess out of these little kids that are coming out early. Like, but he just goes up and he just gets all excited. And he kind of like will lick them and then run off to the other one and kind of lick them. And finally we get him back in. The next year, somehow he gets out again on Halloween, does the same thing. He goes up to the kids, gets all excited,
like,
gives them a little kiss or whatever. Yeah. But he's so excited to see him. And then he comes back in. Thankfully, the third year didn't happen.
Okay.
But I started taking him.
He's probably sad.
Outside. Well, no, I take him outside. So he gets dressed up and he goes out into the driveway to help me hand out candy.
I love that.
And he gets so excited seeing these kids. He doesn't get scared. I think he's only been scared by one costume over the last 4 or 5 years.
Oh, I love that.
But
I'm the person that also hands out dog treats when they come by. I'm like, here's candy for your kid, and here's a dog treat for your dog.
I need to do that this year.
You do?
No, I need to. I like that. That's super cute.
I love the dogs.
Yeah. So I love Halloween. I could go on and on about Halloween.
I can't wait to dress Biscuit up.
Did like the hollow porch decoration?
Yes.
That is phenomenal to see people decorate.
My neighborhood that I live in does an annual Halloween decorating competition.
I love that.
It is so much fun. My neighbor a few doors down, her birthday is actually Halloween, and like they have a storage unit for all their Halloween decorations.
Whoa.
And they like go, and she runs an event business too. So, I mean, it's just like all the things and it's so perfect. And she does like a cute little photo booth so you can take pictures when you come through. But like he always dresses up as like the Grim Reaper and he's so creepy, like handing out the candy. But I just like, it's so fun.
And it is fun. It is fun. It's like, it's all for the kids. And that's what I love. Right.
Well, I don't know. They do a lot for the parents in my neighborhood because there's like little wine bottles.
But yeah, we have shots too. But what I'm saying is that the whole intent behind it initially is really to have fun and do all this stuff. It's like you get this like kid-like excitement, you know. I don't know. That's how I feel in Halloween. I get like a kid-like excitement. It takes me back.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Love it. So,
well, obviously, we're both passionate about Halloween and all things fall.
Yes. And the other thing I love are like concerts this time of year. Depending on where you are. In Texas, it's a great time of year to have concerts. Like a singer-songwriter event, which is a really big thing in Texas because we have a lot of songwriters and, you know, Austin, music capital. Yeah. So I love the singer-songwriters, and like you mentioned, the movies in the park.
Mm-hmm.
I love, there's so
Yeah, and we
many.
do like music on the patio. Like
Yes.
it's so delightful this time of year.
It's a cozy time of year,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I like
Mm-hmm.
it. Yeah.
Yes, agreed.
Even though it's not really cold here, but I pretend sometimes.
Well, yeah, my family lives in Florida, so my parents always come up here for Christmas because they're like, decorating a palm tree is just not the same.
No, it's not. One thing we didn't talk about is Oktoberfest. Have you ever done an Oktoberfest?
We have done a couple. Yes, it's
I
so
haven't.
much fun.
It is. We had one when I first started as a life sales director years ago, where our volunteers would get together and they'd make sauerkraut together.
That's fun.
It smelled so bad.
I bet. I mean,
Now it was good. Everyone who enjoyed sauerkraut would
mm,
get some sauerkraut on their dog or whatever. But man, the smell
mm.
was strong. Woo, some strong stuff. Yeah. Um. Yeah.
So let's go back to talking about concerts because we had our grand opening.
Yes, your amphitheater.
So one of our amenities is an amphitheater,
I
and
need to hear about this.
it's an amenity, but it's also like not part of the HO. It's hard to explain.
Let's just go with it. It's your amphitheater.
Yeah, it's an outdoor amphitheater. It's grass. You guys, Idaho, it never rains here, right? So in our very first episode, your tip, Monica, was go with your gut.
Yes.
Had to listen to my gut this week. So we wake up Wednesday morning and it had poured rain all night long and it wasn't set to stop anytime soon. And that just doesn't happen in Idaho. Rain in like August in Idaho is 100 plus degrees.
Yes.
Everything's on fire. And we're like, do we need to cancel because of air quality? Yes.
Literally
everything's on fire. And it's like, do we need to cancel because of the air quality? Right.
Yeah.
Like, and I read the news that morning and it's like, this is the highest rainfall in like 70 something years. I don't know. I forget how long it was. And I was like, of course it is. There's like new ponds in my neighborhood. And I was like, okay, amphitheater. Yes. But I looked and I was just like, you know what? No, we're having this event. And my husband was like, why? It's a monsoon. I was like, no, I think it's going to be okay. We're doing it. I'm not canceling. And so we marched forward and we had to delay setup because it was with our market as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so we delayed setup and we're setting up closer to the open of the event. But it was the most perfect night because it was like low 70s. It was just so perfect. And we had such a great turnout. And I am so proud of like everybody that was putting on the event. And I was just very glad I listened to my gut and did not cancel. And just
so good.
The grass wasn't even squishy. And I was like, I don't know how, but good job building the amphitheater, guys.
Yeah, it held up. That is such a great feeling. Just having a great grand opening period without any obstacles is a great feeling.
Yes.
Having a great grand opening when everything is going against you is an even better feeling.
Yes.
When you made the right decision.
And you guys, yes,
you did.
When you listen to my gut.
Yes.
One of my biggest wins of the night, like personal, and I was just like, this is awesome. We had someone show up there and she was like, we had put like this new flag banner thing down the road at a different intersection. She saw it there and came up because she saw this flag. And I was like, oh, so they do work. And we were so excited. We were like giddy. We're like, yay.
Isn't it funny? It's like the little things that just can just make our whole week.
Yes. Oh so signage works, guys. That's my takeaway.
It does work. That is definite. It's funny because you made me think of a gut feeling, this whole gut check I had to do a couple months ago. I was working with a client and we had this grand opening scheduled in April, which you really shouldn't. April showers bring May flowers. I mean, it kind of tells you that your chances of rain is pretty high. Anywho, so working with the client, the investor and all the stuff, and we had this grand opening plan, but kind of similar situation, storms, but now we're in North Texas. So we had chances of tornadoes and all that fun stuff added to it.
No, thank you.
And so here's my tip with my story. And I'm sorry to all the meteorologists out there. When you have an event like this, contact your meteorologist and ask them flat out, hey, I have an event coming up for my community, and the weather, I'm not being able to read it correctly. It says it may be afternoon showers. Should I continue with this event? So that's one tip, because they can give you some feedback. So that first one, that's what we did. I started emailing the meteorologist up there, and they're like, yeah, we would say no, that's a negative. Like, it's going to be dangerous. And this weekend, I was like, so we didn't. And it was a good thing, because the property just, yeah, it was not good. So we rescheduled it. And now it's the weekend, it's Easter weekend. So I was like, we're going to make this an egg hunt, because people come out for egg hunts.
They sure do.
Just throwing that out there. If you have a grand opening in the spring and you can tie it to an egg hunt, and you're a family, community, that is money right there. You will have people show up. So I said, you know what? We're going to just turn it into an egg hunt and grand opening. And so they had me like pull back a lot of the vendors, because they felt like, some of them felt like it was just going to be a disaster again, because we got rain again. They're like, pull back all the vendors, all this stuff. And I was like, these vendors are going to kill me. They're going to be like, great, thank you for your deposit. See ya. Like, honestly, I was so petrified to call them and be like, can we delay again? Now, the vendors were phenomenal. I had to make an executive decision, which I don't always recommend this, but I was in a different situation where, because they had me pull back all my vendors, I was left with really an egg hunt, which we know draw tons and tons of kids. Chick-fil-A, because that's also a win. And so I knew that if I didn't have more entertainment, besides my DJ running some games, that my one balloon twister was going to get killed. And so I made an executive. I was like, yes, I need two, and they need to be here, and I will deal with the consequences later. And when I tell you that both balloon twisters had people in line the entire time, I was so grateful that I made that choice.
Yes.
Because I was forgiven, right? Like, they're like,
right.
Yeah, that was a good call. I'm like, yes,
obviously we needed
goodness.
that.
Yeah,
Whoop.
thank goodness. But I had to follow my gut, because everyone wanted to cancel. And I was like, no, we can't continue canceling, because residents, in the community, because this is for a multifamily community I was helping out, people are going to think that you guys don't deliver on what you say. Grand opening, cancel. Grand opening, cancel. We have to go through with this. I had asked the high school choir to come in and sing, because it's a smaller town. So I'd asked the high school choir to come in and sing the national anthem, sing some songs, and we had the mayor there. So we had this like big, kind of city celebration. And school was, getting close to ending, and I didn't want these kids who actually were really excited about coming to our grand opening and singing not to be able to do it either. So I was like, there's so much. So I said, no, we're going to do it. And it was raining, kind of spotty. And then like 5 minutes before, because I had backup plans to do the egg hunt inside if it was too wet.
Okay.
Not ideal, but it's a backup plan.
Right.
5 minutes before it starts to rain. And I was like, no. And then it stopped. It didn't rain the rest of the time. Everyone was outside playing.
That's awesome.
So many it was glorious. And I was like, like, that is a huge success.
Yes.
Because we went from not like having to push and say, no, we need to do this. And I feel good about it. Like you were saying, it's like you felt good about it and you went with it, even though everything points against it, right? Like the weather forecast says, nope, you're done.
Everyone says you're crazy. And
you're crazy.
Like, maybe. If I'm wrong, then I will give you permission to call me crazy.
Yes. But it is a gut feeling. And that's why other people call you crazy, because they don't have that gut feeling.
Right.
So yeah, I was so excited after that. I was like, that's such a huge win. I'm so happy.
I love that.
Yeah. So
So while we're talking about,
Congratulations on it.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went good. I guess we're talking about tips with an Easter egg hunt.
Mm,
Here's my tip. Bring baby goats.
yes.
I had baby goats at my Easter egg hunt. It was just, I don't know. They're
Wait,
just so
just
cute.
running around aimlessly or like
They
a
were
petting
on
zoo?
leashes.
What?
They were on little leashes.
They were. That is the cutest thing.
It was, I just melted. And you could hold them and carry them around and they would like nibble on you. And I mean, the kids loved it. The parents probably loved it a little more than the kids because they're all like, what's in my Easter egg?
Yeah.
But like, it was just like the most perfect. But you got to take pictures with the baby goat. It was phenomenal.
That's adorable. I mean,
Yes.
I've heard of a petting zoo and like goat yoga, but not goats on leashes. Like that's a new
just
one.
baby goats on leashes. It was
love
so
it.
fun.
That's
I want them at
adorable.
everything, but they grow up, so I gotta wait for next spring.
Too bad you can't just keep them that size.
I know.
Cute. I love them.
Baby goats. I mean, it's not like the best tip, but
No, that's super
it's baby
cute.
goats.
I just think it's funny because we went from Halloween to Easter.
Well,
Here's your tip.
when you're planning Easter, but that's the thing though. Like we're always at least one season ahead in our head, right?
Well,
like
we should be.
Right. Like
We
if
should
it's
be.
Halloween, we're thinking about Christmas. At Christmas,
Yes.
we're thinking about Easter. So
Yeah. And
We're
a
just-
majority of people should already have their Halloween thoughts kind of pulled together.
rolling, yes, because it's time to get your people
Yeah.
thinking about their costumes for that
Well,
costume contest.
and hopefully you already started advertising and hopefully you got your
Mhm.
vendors secured. But if not,
Yeah.
do not fret. You can make
Get
it
after
happen.
it.
Just get
Yeah.
it done. Yeah.
We believe in you.
Definitely. Lifestyle directors can do the impossible.
They can.
So-
And you know what? If you need help with an idea, that's where you go to the Lifestyle Director Connect on LinkedIn and
Yes.
say, hey, friends, I'm running out of time here. What do you think? What should I do? This is what I've got. What do I need? And, let's help each other out. Let's just keep building this community up.
Definitely. And on that note,
Mhm.
on Lifestyle Director Connect, we did post a question to everyone about what they would like us to discuss. I threw up a couple different topics. So we do want people to go on and engage with the topics that we throw up there because that
Yes,
helps
please.
us really cater it to what our
What you wanna
community
hear.
really wants. Yeah.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
much like you are doing with your residents. We are your lifestyle directors. Ooh, I like that.
We are your lifestyle directors. We want to hear from you.
For sure.
But I think it's time we need to kind of wrap up and get back to
Mhm.
work. And
Yeah.
so we are always happy to be with you all. And we just ask that you continue to send us your stories and please like our podcast. Like, not just
Give it
like
5
it.
stars.
Give it 5 stars. Come on. Give us the good old 5 stars. Like
5-star
we need that.
review.
5-star review. Just like how you asked your residents for 5
Mhm.
stars.
Yes.
We would like your 5 stars. So until next time, may your budgets be balanced and your vendors on time.
Yes, please. Thank you, guys.